Hello, Internet. My name is Roro, and welcome to my channel. And today, I just want to get right into it. I make beats, and the price of my beats is $1,000, and I'm going to explain why in this video. Now, I'm sure your first reaction is $1,000. That's really expensive. I've never heard of you. I've never heard your music. Why would you charge $1,000? And if that's what you're thinking, you're completely right, and I agree with you. The reason I charge $1,000 is because I'm not really trying to sell beats. And if somebody really wants to buy one of my beats, I want to make it worth my while and stress free so that I don't have to deal with anything after the fact. So I'm a solo artist. I'm not really trying to collaborate with any other people. I like to just make music and art and everything by myself and just do my own thing. So if somebody really wanted one of my beats for whatever reason, I don't want to deal with anything after the sale. I want to just sell the beat to them. They give me $1,000, no contracts, no nothing. I don't want to deal with any of that stuff because I have friends in the industry who have gotten some, decent collaborations and decent placements. And the headache of having to deal with contracts and publishing and percentages and waiting for the record to come out and making sure you get your proper credit, all that stuff, it's a fucking nightmare. And I don't want to deal with any of that. So if I'm selling you a beat for $1,000, you're just going to send me the money. I'm going to send you the beat. That's it. There's going to be no contract. You can have all of the publishing, all of that. I don't even care if you credit me because if you're going to make more than $1,000 off that song, then I'm happy for you. You did something right. You found something magic, and that's great. That's your song now. I got what I felt like I deserved. I don't want to deal with any of the back end. It's too much of a headache for me. It's just not something that I'm interested in doing at all. And I'm aware that for 90% of beat makers, this is going to sound completely insane because people either are selling their beats on beatstars or something similar. They're trying to get placements. They're sending out loop packs, all this stuff. And how many of those people are actually making a living doing that? Almost none of them. Even the ones that are making placements and getting connections and actually getting their beats to these artists, they're not getting anything from it. I'm telling you, it's so rare. And that's just not something that I'm willing to focus my energy on. If you're the type of person that makes beats and you just want to sell them and you want to try to get placements, that's what you're doing, that's fine. This video is not talking about you then. You're doing your thing. I'm just coming at this from a very different perspective as someone who's been making beats for 12 plus years. The other thing too is, especially with people I don't know in real life and I don't have a friendship with outside of music, I don't trust anybody. I don't know if you're a good person or not. I don't know if you're going to fuck me over in the future. I don't know how having my business tied to you is going to affect me in the future. I don't want to deal with any of that shit. So at least if I'm getting, the $1,000 up front, you have the beat. I don't care what happens after that. Now, I'm not completely against collaborating as a whole. There are people that are my friends in real life that I will very rarely, occasionally collaborate with. But even then, it's like a lot of the times I'll send a pack of beats to my friend and then they either never use any of them or it's like years until something happens, which is fine. But it's like I don't get my hopes up in those situations. I send a pack of beats to one of my friends who I know in real life, who I'm close with, expecting nothing to happen ever. And if something does happen down the line, that's just a bonus and that's cool. But I also have friends in real life who I've produced for and they've put songs out and I've never seen a dime, like they're not making a ton of money off of my beat. It's not like they're like rolling in dough off of something that I made, but it's like, even within my friends, people I know in real life, the business is not put in place correctly. And that's on me because I am not in that headspace. Like, I just want to make music. And if I want to make something with somebody that I know, then the music being made, that's what's important to me. Everything else after that, it's whatever. I would hope that someone I know in real life and is my friend would, treat me correctly. But if they don't, then that's also on me because I I can expect things like this to happen. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't trust anybody. It, it's it's like the main reason why I like to do things on my own. One, to fulfill my own vision because I'm an artist. I like to just do what I see in my head or feel in my head or whatever, like however you want to describe it. I just want to fulfill my own vision. And most of the time, that doesn't involve other people. I can do all that stuff myself. And I'm definitely not trying to network to succeed or anything. So it's like, I don't really need to make connections in that way. Whereas there's some people that are completely reliant on the people that they collaborate with to get any sort of attention or money or anything. And I just don't, like I said, if that's what you're trying to do, that's fine. That's just not the type of artist that I am. So, my advice, if you make beats and you're trying to sell them, you're like reaching out to rappers or singers to try to sell beats or whatever, what have you, sending out loot packs to other producers. Again, I'm a nobody. Nobody knows who I am. I have no credibility. You don't have to listen to me. But if you watch the video this far, clearly there's something interesting to what I'm saying. So, my advice would be focus on yourself. Put out your own beats or your own songs. Like if you're also a rapper or singer, just get on your own beats. Put out beat tapes. Promote your own music. And then if there are vocalists that are interested in what you're doing, they'll come to you. And then that way you will feel better about it because they'll know you for what you felt passionate about, and they'll want to work with you based on sounds that you created that you felt passionate about. Passionate enough to put your own name on it and put it out into the world. So, again, I know it's kind of like not the norm and it's not how people normally approach this because they're trying to be, business savvy, get all that stuff right, whatever. I don't care about any of that stuff. If you want one of my beats, it's $1,000. And that's it. Kind of a weird video, but enough people have asked me about my beats and if I sell them, stuff like that. So I just kind of wanted to put this out there just as like a blanket statement. If you are interested in hearing my music, though, I'm streaming on Twitch every Wednesday and Sunday. The link's in the description for that. I'm making an album live, so you can come check that out if you want. I also have a Discord server, a bunch of other artists and musicians, chilling, talking about whatever. So that's in the description as well. And yeah, that's it for this video. I'll see you next week.